So, I mean, there's no reason not to attempt a punch. There's no cost to it whatsoever. Meanwhile, the assassin can try to kick the tank. Yeah, 5+, that sounds good. We're going to try to stomp the tank that we're sharing a tile with. The Shadowhawk succeeds in punching. Punches us in the goddamn head? Dealing damage to Countess Potato. Because of course. I mean, of course he's going to punch us successfully and punch us in the head. The salt! We missed both punches over here, even though we did land our stomp on the tank. This is the salt is flowing like. We are getting pretty good on the initiative, though. I will admit that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna just do nothing with the Jenner, forcing them to make some more movement choices. The Panther. Now that's interesting. Oh, cancel. That's not what I want to do. The Panther here, if I were to look at your PPC, so this guy's still in medium range. Oh yeah, we still have the problem where we can't jump onto another building, but here if we ended up here and turned this way, he would be in short range for the PPC. Now, we would add +3 to our difficulty to shoot, as a result of our jump. This to hit, I don't think it updates based on our position. Oh no, I guess it did. So over here we need an 11+ to shoot him from here. Whereas if we stay put, no, I don't think it's updating the stats. Is there a way to like mark it as our target? Because if I just click over here in this mode, it's gonna assume a movement over here. So if I stay put, we're at medium range. So I have, what's my shooting skill? A 4. So medium range adds +2. So now I need a 6 or above on 2d6. It's still raining in dark, so I need an 8 or above. In addition to that, it did jump a certain amount, so I'd need 10s and above. I don't think it's going to get any better if I move over here. Because what I'm doing, well, it's clearly not, because what I'm doing is I'm eliminating the range penalty of 2, but I'm adding a I jumped penalty of 3. On the other hand, on a future turn, I'm still in heavy woods, which is great defensively, and might open up more options. It's not like I'm shooting very accurately right now as is, so tell you what, I can't actually reach that goddamn tile. I don't want to jump in the light woods. Never mind, we're just going to stand still. All right. Spider. We're going to do another jump. Now, jumping is building up a fair amount of heat. Although we're sitting at 0, which is pretty good. I'm going to jump directly behind the Shadowhawk. Now, we'll be able to torso twist and shoot us with a single arm weapon. But we're going to jump right behind it at short range and just... Well, we don't literally have to be right behind it because we only have medium lasers. We could be up to 3 tiles away. But by being right behind it, we'll also be able to open up the possibility of a melee attack, which is awfully nice. Especially since our medium lasers are just center torso. So we can do 2 medium lasers, double punch to the rear arc. And yeah, there is line of sight if there's 3 light woods or 2 heavy woods in between. I'm going to do this. Remember that these trees here along the roads don't count as woods at all. Anyway. Boom. We're going to land behind him. That's going to be fine. The Locust, I think, is going to do something fairly similar. We could get in its actual rear arc with a run. This is not rear arc. This would be the side. This is rear arc, however. We would have to do... Why would we have to do a skill check here? We're not turning. Is it because we're dropping several levels down? I think it's because we'd be dropping 2 levels over here. We'd have to do a skill check. Because we're running. Yeah, you're just leaping off the building with the run. But if I do a walk, then it's just a climb, and then I don't have to do it. Now, I could just move to here. Get a shot at the side. He'd be able to shoot me very, very, very easily. And then we'd open up for a bunch of melee attacks. I could end up here. I wouldn't get a shot. Oh, I can flip arms. Are all my weapons arm mounted? They are, actually. And the Locust can flip arms. But the flipped arm arc starts back here, so I wouldn't actually still be able to hit him. Ditto with this position. Yeah, no torso twist on a Locust, so I wouldn't be able to shoot him if I were here and facing southwest. Just Van Halen it and jump. A little DFA. Oh, one thing I failed to check is the round report. How are we doing in terms of battle value? See, we've lost 4%, they've lost 2%. You know, it's funny, if the Shadowhawk moves closer over here, at some point the Jenner can get involved. I have no idea what to do with the Locust. Now, the Assassin, I don't think wants to stay over here at all. I think the Assassin's going to do a massive jump to get out of here. Possibly landing on the flat terrain over here and being mostly sheltered. We'll have the shelter and the jump. The Assassin will basically be untouchable, but we'll also be able to... We'll not be able to hit anyone either. And actually, we generate heat as well doing this. We'd be above 10 after completing this jump. But I'm not staying here. I'm going to be targeted by too much stuff simultaneously. I could consider landing on the transport. Again, not as a DFA. But if I land over here, that's going to be enough movement. It's 7 tiles. It's +3 to my defense. +1 because of the I jumped. +1 for the darkness. +1 for the rain. Basically untouchable, especially with range and rear arc stuff and all that kind of jazz. This guy can't shoot up. There's no line of sight with the Shadowhawk. So I might be able to try a kick, depending on how many penalties we're accruing from all our jump things. I think that's probably the best thing to do. Yep, that's us. Okay. And right, all their stuff has moved because we have an extra dude. That's right. And we get last play over here. So back to the Locust. I could move down here and we could just shoot this tank. That's not the one we damaged earlier. Not that it's very damaged in the first place. We could try to double stomp this tank. Now, tanks do a crap ton of damage. This guy's got SRMs, and a lot of them. A lot of them. I don't want my Locust to get SRM'd like mad. What's our piloting skill? 5. Do we just go for the run? Go here, we end up in the rear arc. And then turn this way. Piloting check to jump down. I think it's just a straight up 5+. What could possibly go wrong? We rolled a 2. We rolled a 2. Leaping off the building. I think it's only because it was on asphalt. Unfracking believable. The salt is very real. Alright, let's figure out some shots. Obviously, the Jenner's got nothing, so it's done. The Panther over here is going to attempt to PPC this Shadowhawk with a 10+. And then the SRMs technically are within range. Oh, you know, could hit on a 12. Here, let's do it. The Spider is going to shoot the Shadowhawk in the spine. If the Shadowhawk did do a torso twist, it's going to be able to fire its right arm weapon at the Spider, but I'm still hitting it in the rear arc. Although, apparently I need a 13 to hit, so never mind. That's the Spider's not shooting. The Assassin, if I twisted this way and grabbed a right arm weapon... No, I have nothing within the arc. The Assassin's got nothing to shoot. It's just going to try to stomp in the tank, and mostly it was just trying to get away. And the Locust is facing the wrong way to get anything done. Now that it's prone. We finally hit with the PPC! We finally got one of those tenors! Hitting a PPC in the rear arc. Center right critical. No. Center rear. Oh, so we actually rolled Snake Eyes on the hit table. We didn't get any crits, though. Despite the fact that we got a crit from rolling this, we got a crit from making internal damage on the Shadowhawk, we rolled a 6 on both. You need an 8+ to actually crit. Woo! Alright, melee attacks. So, a punch... I can actually land punches. I'm not going to try to kick because that would be bad. There's a chance I can land a punch on the Shadowhawk. And then the Assassin... 7+. What's our piloting skill on the Assassin? Oh, Vortian's pretty good, actually, with a 4-4. So if we miss this kick, there's a good chance we won't fall prone. Okay, we missed both punches. We did do a stomp on that tank. Okay, we actually had a turn that wasn't the worst thing in the universe. Ah! Needed 8+, 2x rolled on 6s. Yeah. Like, the odds, because if you need a 6+, it's what, like, I was gonna say 50, or sorry, if you need an 8+, it's about 42% on each roll. So we failed the 42% roll twice. I mean, it's not, you know, the most ridiculous thing ever, but it's a big pain in the ass. All right, I'm gonna sink a move by not doing anything with the Jenner over here. Let these guys move. Likewise, I think the situation with the Panther is basically unchanged, especially since these guys haven't moved yet. I'm just gonna keep trying to snipe with the PPC. The bigger question is gonna be, how are these guys moving and what does that do for me? So here we could try to shoot at each other through the cover, which wouldn't be the worst. I'm feeling like the Locust might have to make a move here. Of course, we'll have to do another piloting check, because that's never gone bad. I actually don't know who I want to move first here. It actually might be the Assassin. I might just leap behind the Phoenix Hawk. I realize the Vedette will have some shots on me. The funny thing about all these light mechs is that there's a lot more missing than would normally happen because of all the movement that happens. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Land behind him. We've even got the small lasers, or not the small lasers in this one. I'll land behind him. We may have the possibility of some sort of melee attack. Probably not, because I'm expecting... Did you jump? Oh yeah, we're not going to be able to touch each other, which might be fine. I could try to run instead. But I'd have to do a piloting check here, so clearly I don't want to do that. Also, these buildings are just going to collapse as I run over them, so maybe not so much. I wish this tank had already moved. I guess I could jump on this tank. Although the heavy transport could move in on me and probably screw me up a fair bit. Would it, though? With all the jumping and everything and being in the woods? No, I bet you it's fine. We're going to do that. The Shadowhawk has moved. The Panther... that's a height 1 building? Oh, height 2. So I think it'll block line of sight. We will see. The Spider, meanwhile... Oh, yeah. You can't run through water. You actually have to do piloting checks to move through there. So clearly we're going to do another jump. Land behind here. And probably just do more misses. Now, finally, the Locust. Wish this guy had moved already, but I guess we lost initiative. I would really love to take up a defensive position, but it's not really in the cards. These are low CF buildings, but the Locust is light enough. If I do this, I won't be in its forward arc. It can torso twist to hit me, which is likely what's going to be what happens. If I do this, at least I'd have +1 defense from movement. There's no good moves. We'll do this. We'll probably fail again. Oh, we need 8s now? Oh, 8s to get up, because we have no goddamn arms. You know what? All we're going to do is turn and face towards the south, and we'll see if we can shoot him. Oh, you roll to see if the buildings have basements. Alright, this Jenner over here has needs a 16 plus to hit this guy. So the Jenner is still doing nothing. The Panther over here has no longer got a line of sight on this dude, which is too bad. What if I just shoot this building, though? Oh, is the Panther's... Oh, this is the assassin. Hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Panther. Yeah. I mean, doesn't have a line of sight, but that's okay. I'm going to target this building. And I'm just going to shoot it. Because we might be able to get it to collapse and then open up some line of sight going forward. Boom, boom. Done. Excellent. The assassin... If I twist this way and target this guy, we can hit an 11. We're going to generate some heat, but I think it's probably worth giving it a little try. I don't want both, because at heat 4 you get -1 movement, although does it really matter since we're jumping? You know what, I will fire both at this guy, and most of it will be stomping, and we're not going to fire LRMs. Although, no. Alright, the Locust. You need a 14 over here, so yeah, you got nothing. And you're actually being shot at. Being prone does give you a defensive bonus against people who aren't just adjacent to you, though. And then finally, the Spider needs a 13 to shoot this guy. Alright, the Panther's shooting the building. Congratulations. And everything else is just a bunch of misses. Man, this light mech combat in dark terrain is terribad. Can I punch this guy? On a 12. Well, it could happen. And then the assassin's just going to go and kick this dude on a 5+. Well, we're going to keep stomping on tanks, apparently, is going to be our strategy here. I'm going to eat a movement with the Jenner, since you're clearly not getting anywhere. We'll probably eat a movement on the Locust as well. Now, that's interesting. You're moving this way. They'll be able to shoot each other. That might change a few things up. I really wish I could get up on the Locust, but I'm just worried about rolling a bunch of fails in a row again. Because you have no arms, you need a 7+. Well, the odds are slightly in our favor. You know what? Screw it. We're going to try to do it. We're going to try to stand up the Locust move here. I mean, we could do some runs and things. But no, we're just going to do this. We're going to walk off the building. We need an 8+. Oh, cramped cockpit. 41%. It's fine. We did it! Our Locust stood up! Oh my god! RNGesus. Thank you. I think the Spider's just going to walk behind the Shadowhawk and therefore actually have a pretty good chance to hit. This guy walked as well, so we're actually going to see some damage get applied this turn. Very exciting. The Panther... You have line of sight. Yeah. So likewise, the Panther, you're not going to move. You're going to have a really good to hit stuff over here. Be able to unload everything. Even the Smurms might hit. We're going to F up the Shadowhawk this turn. The Assassin, meanwhile, is going to GTFO. We're going to do a jump. I will land on this tank because these guys are unlikely to be able to really hit me. And we can probably try a little bit of a freebie kick attack by doing that. Boom. Alright, so yes, that was our successful piloting roll, which we need an 8, we only rolled an 8. So that was really close. Tell you what, the Jenner who hasn't done anything this entire game, you're gonna start, bro. You only have a +1, so apparently you have a +2 penalty from being prone. For some reason I thought it was +1. And with being prone, you can only attack with one arm, but it doesn't matter, it's all the same. We're gonna take some shots, we need 12s to hit. But we're gonna do that. So we're prone and fired from the other arm already, so that's it. Done. Also, I love the Assassin just hopping from tank to tank. It actually is working out surprisingly well. With the light tanks, you really just have to play super duper defense. So our Spider, still only an 11 to hit. Good God, this weather. I would have re-rolled it if I coulda. We got that. The Assassin, I get a torso twist over here, but there's no way. You know what? We could hit this guy with a Lerm on a 12+. The problem is we actually already have a little bit of heat. I think I'm not going to bother. I'm just going to go ahead and not fire anything, since I can't fire straight down anyway. We'll just look for the kick. This Panther, this is one I'm really excited for. PPC hit on a 7+. SRM 4 hit on a 10+. Excellent. And the Locust does not have a shot because of the building and things. There's no line of sight. This is the big one, you guys. Okay, the Jenner completely missed. It did need 12s, admittedly. The Spider also missed. It did need 11s, admittedly. The Shadowhawk needed a 9 and hit the Jenner. Rolling double crits, because of course. He rolled a 12 just to rub it in over here. Miss. My Panther missed on the goddamn PPC. Needed a 7, rolled a 3. We did hit with the SRMs, although the SRM-4 only hit with 2 missiles. That actually is turning to rotten luck. Oh my god! The salt keeps going, and now all of a sudden I got something in my eye. Oh! Got salt in my eye. Alright, let's stomp on this tank. Boom. The Locust is not going to go and melee the building next to it. The Spider would love to go and punch this guy in the back. 10 pluses. We did punch once. It still has some rear armor left, though. The Assassin did miss a kick. Luckily, did its piloting roll, so it stood up, or stayed up. Now, this might be a situation where it might be nice to move before this guy, because we might be able to prevent him from moving very much. I don't know if that's really viable, though. Probably not so much. We're going to start with the Jenner. Actually, I'm not sure I'm going to do that. I'm going to start with the Panther. And hit done. Well, I guess it doesn't matter, because he's probably going to move this guy last. Because I was going to say, we might want to turn around, depending on where this guy goes. Okay, I'll just hit done on the Jenner. And yeah, he's almost certainly going to move this guy last. I think I'm going to move the Assassin over to the left side over here, though, because there's a chance we can get him involved in some of the combat. I think I'm just going to land on the flat ground over here, because these buildings are way too swooshy. So yeah, we're just going to leave that stuff behind. And we might get lucky and actually be able to take some shots over here. I will turn this way. This guy won't be able to walk backwards. Did I? Yeah, no, that's good. Wasn't sure if I changed who I was controlling there. Yeah, he's saving this guy for last. What is he going to do? How can we guarantee that we don't sort of get totally screwed? I mean, he can leap behind me, but then there'll be the whole everyone's jumped and there's going to be 0% accuracy. I'm wondering with the Locust of just sort of standing kind of here. That wouldn't be enough move for a good rotation. I want to move like 3 tiles and then just turning south. He might decide to jump behind me, but with the jump, he won't have that much accuracy and we can counter with the Spider. It's not Iron Jesus, it's Iron Judas today. Oh, and I have to move the Spider first too. Yeah, because he won initiative. He's going to get the last possible move. I'll just stay here. Alright, Shadowhawk. Alright, I don't actually know what you did. You moved to there. Which is very manageable. Our Panther over here. If you twist... Now you got a short range shot with the PPC. 7 and up. Of course, last time it missed on its 7 shot by rolling a 3. Don't do it again, Panther. We need you to do this. The Smurms on a 4+ we're going to try for sure. The prone Jenner over here is going to try to fire with its right arm on the Shadowhawk over here. It needs 12s, but I mean, it may as well try. The Locust, do you have a shot? It's not great, but you do have them. Need 11 pluses, but there's no reason not to try. The small laser's out of range. The, who are you on now? The Spider? 13 pluses, so the Spider's got nothing. And the Assassin, 13, 13. Yeah, and no good. And Torso Twist doesn't open up anything else. Okay. I'm confused. Did I not already fire? Fire, fire. Done. All right. We need a 7. So we rolled a 5 and missed. We missed. We missed again. We missed again. Oh, guys, it's fine though because the Shadowhawk needed 11. He rolled a 12. The enemy Shadowhawk rolls another 12 to land another hit because why not? Meanwhile, we'll miss the rest. I mean, I'm not going to be salty about missing on the 12s. How does does its PPC miss twice on the goddamn 7? We're gonna have to play something less stressful after this, like Blood Bowl. Yeah. Because, you know, what the the rage is real. Okay, the assassin, you don't have to punch a building. The spider, likewise, you don't have to punch a building. The Shadowhawk decides to kick the Jenner, destroying the left arm. So it just stepped on the Jenner's arm. What's a guy got to do to buy a PPC hit around here? Did we lose initiative again? Oh no, they lost initiative, but they're just moving the tank, which is fine. I will just turn the Jenner like that, and then nothing else. So the Phoenix Hawk is coming in, which is fine. Big question is mostly what the Shadowhawk does. This Panther, I would love. Yeah, I don't have to turn it. I don't have to do anything with the Panther, so I'm just going to do that. Keep our to hit chances as good as possible. I love how the transport just moves and then moves back. All right. Now, this guy might decide to stay near the Jenner. I guess one of the more annoying things he might do is decide to move into the woods over here for a little extra cover and to keep stepping on the Jenner. I think I might do this with the Locust. We'll move 5 tiles, so that's +2 to our defense, +1 because we'll be in light woods, and then, of course, there's all the weather conditions as well. We're going to do this with the Locust. We're going to force the Shadowhawk. He's just moving over this way. That's an interesting move. I mean, clearly he's feeling very confident. But he walks, so he's going to get a +1 to his hit difficulty, but he hasn't walked enough to get any defensive bonuses. So the Assassin and the Spider are just going to come up behind him. The Assassin's got more short-range weapons. No, 1 medium laser and an SRM versus the Spider's... I guess it's about the same. Alright, I'm just trying to decide who to put in the rear arc. I don't think it matters. Tell you what, we'll move the Spider because you're in front, and it just feels awkward otherwise. We don't actually have to turn you, but we may as well to face properly. Plus, I think if we're doing punch attacks, we might want both. So we're going to move there, and then the Assassin is just going to move over here. And again, we'll turn just in case it matters for various hand-to-hand combat, but I don't think it will because it was already all in the forward arc. But I'm doing it anyway. This Phoenix has got like... You know, this Phoenix actually might be able to shoot the Spider in the back. I don't know if we'll have the cover from this building. But the Assassin will be safe because of the height 3 building. So, can we get an actual attack to work? One time. One time! So I'm going to start with the Panther. Look at that. Now it only needs a 6 and up for the PPC hit. So we went from a 57% chance, I think, to a 72% chance. Watch us still goddamn miss. The SRM's 9+, we're going to fire anyway. That's going to be fine. Tell you what, the prone Jenner, we'll go ahead and take your shots. Oh, you can only hit him with the left arm. No, it's impossible. Why is it? Oh, because we've totally lost an arm, so we can no longer prop ourselves up, so we can't shoot at all anymore. So the Jenner literally does nothing. Okay. The Spider is going to shoot the Shadowhawk in the rear arc. Still needs a 9+, though, because of the crappy gunnery skill we have. No, the real crappy gunnery skill we have is our ability to roll dice. So the LRMs are right out, but we've got a 7+ on this medium laser, and a 7+ on the SRM2. And the LRM5's not going to fire. And then the Locust, which is over here. Oh, can't shoot him because I can't torso twist. Right. I can flip arms, and I can take some shots at the Shadowhawk at a 12 to hit. So I guess we'll do that. Done. I think we'd run out of movement to do another rotation with the Locust, if I recall correctly. Still. Okay, so the Phoenix shot. The Phoenix Hawk needs an 11 to hit my Spider. So of course it rolls an 11. Hitting the right torso, failing to generate a crit. Oh my god, guys! The Panther actually hit with its PPC. It still missed with the SRM,